Welcome back to the Revolution Vlog. This is one that's been requested, actually, by quite a few people, so we're going to cover the topic of weapons in this vlog, alongside some other updates. So, yeah, let's get to them. Let's do the updates first and then do the weapons second, shall we? First up, we are changing the name of the game slightly. To differentiate between the original version of Revolution and the Sprites Inc. version of Revolution, we are calling the Sprites Inc. version of Revolution Remix. So you now got a name to differentiate between the two versions. Secondly, one of the other comments, one of the many comments in the Master video we showcased was Sandman seemed a bit too easy. So, we've redoubled his defences again. No longer does he take additional damage to the Buster, he takes regular damage. This does mean the fight lasts longer than your average Rebel Master fight. But it's no longer a complete pushover either. So... in fact, I'm getting my ass kicked here. Again, just the comments based on the previous video and not everyone being happy with the fact the soundtrack has been replaced, we're going to be putting in the option for people to use the old soundtrack. So, if you want to go back to the old music, you can. Simple enough, I suppose. Finally, one of the big updates is, well, not so much a big update, but it's a nice tweak, is we've updated Base's graphics. He's now about a pixel taller than Mega Man, his limbs are more defined, he's less scrunched. Big props to Rhythm BCA for doing these sprites, who incidentally based these sprites off the sprites he uses for his webcomic-based comic adventures. Plug. Anyway, onwards to the show. First up, we've got Acid Bubble. Acid Bubble hasn't seen many changes. Hasn't seen any drastic changes, but it has seen a few. For one, weapon projectile itself has been sped up immensely. The second thing that's happened to Acid Bubble, its explosion left behind when it hits an enemy now takes longer to evaporate, as it were. Basically means Acid Bubble does more damage, it's faster, so it's overall seen a big buff. Any small changes, but important small changes. Iron Sword hasn't seen much in the way of changes, but its ammo count has been drastically improved. But it's basically the same weapon as it always was. Just new graphic and all. Sand Shield pretty much was fine as it is. It blocks pretty much all projectiles in the game. Does decent damage. As a side bonus, you can now change weapons while using it. Fire Seeker is the same weapon it's always been. It splits into twain. If anything, it may have a slightly improved ammo count compared to the original game. And obviously the graphics have changed, but other than that, no real changes here. Ice Shard, which was called Ice Beam in previous versions of Mega Man Revolution, now splits into an 8-way spread rather than a 3-way spread. This does up its damage potential quite significantly, actually. So, yeah. Wall Sprint need no changes, so no changes have been made to Wall Sprint. It's as powerful as it ever was. Sound Blaster equally has seen no changes, aside from the graphical update. I thought the weapon was fine. Again, its ammo count may have been improved slightly. It has its niche, and its niche is not against enemies in the Storm stage. Jeez. Storm Chaser has seen perhaps the biggest buff. Now actually locks in onto enemies. And deals a respectable amount of damage. Damage count has been decreased, is the word I'm looking for. So it uses more ammo than it did before. But it's still a pretty powerful weapon. In fact, by just how completely it's ripped into shreds this stage, it's probably going to see another ammo count increase. So it's probably being a bit too effective. Oh well. Storm Chaser is now actually useful. Ah! As for secondary weapons, Rush Coil, Rush Marine, and Rush Jet have seen no changes. Neither Beat or Tango. And Shotgun has only had his ammo count increased. In fact, that's pretty much and weapons in a nutshell. They use less ammo. They were pretty solid as they were. With the exception of Remote Missile. My goodness, this was an absolutely useless weapon back in the original version of the game. This has been changed to the Tri-Missile. Three-way spread. Pretty useful. Actually one of the more useful weapons in Mega Man's arsenal. Yeah, big improvement. Treble Boost and Reggae Call have seen no changes. What has seen changes are most of his other weapons, as far as base is concerned, such as Base Grenade. It's now an aimable arcing weapon which goes through the ground. And it's fairly powerful. So definitely a big improvement there. Fire Spread has been replaced with Scatter Inferno, which can be aimed in any direction and produces a sort of an AoE effect upon contact with an enemy. It's an improvement. Wing Cutter has seen one buff and one buff only. Its damage output is no longer absolutely pathetic and outclassed by throwing paintballs at enemy robots. The structure lasers also had only one change. It's no longer stopped by walls. That's about it. It's about the only change it needed. Powerful enough as it is. Finally, Shooting Star, which was rather regarded as one of the worst weapons in the original game, it's been turned into this. Star Spiral. It is now probably one of the best weapons in the game. So much so, we keep having to change its ammo count to try and compensate for its power. Oh well, it's still pretty damn good. Big improvements. So, hopefully that should answer your questions on the weapons. As with all things, consider this a work in progress. And let me know what you think, and hopefully we'll get around to doing some more vlogs shortly. As for other news on the channel, there is a Let's Play coming up very shortly. Once I get a bit of a backlog done of that, I'll start uploading it. It's of a modern game, rather than a retro game. It's a modern game, but with retro aesthetics, so it fits my criteria for a Let's Play, which should be fun. Other than that, I shall catch you guys later.